Police officers have significant authority, but they should never forget that they are only here to serve the people. Sometimes they make huge blunders and are then humiliated by their bosses. Just like this female cop who had a little too much to drink.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Las Cruces PD. Ma'am? Las Cruces PD. Can you wake up?
Right now, let 950 know, let Central know that there is no mail.
That's right.
There is a female passed down the passenger seat.
Yeah.
I'm calling in by the, you can hear a female.
Ma'am, can you get up? I need you to wake up. Who else is with you? Just you?
The woman passed out in the car was herself a Las Cruces police detective, Stephanie Carabajal. It seemed like she had a lot to drink, and the officers were not going to leave her alone.
Going on for the last 20 minutes. I know you don't want
No, I need you to get up. Get up.
to.
950 Central 49. There's gonna be no mail with this vehicle, just a female passed out.
Yeah, turn off the...
Oh, get up now.
This car up here, we're not sure.
Get out of the vehicle.
No, what?
Go ahead and get out of the vehicle for me.
No,
I'm
what?
giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. Do it now.
Your own lawful order?
Step out of the vehicle.
Okay,
Right here.
stupid.
Who else is with you?
What do you mean? Who else is with me? Look in the car.
Wait right there, ma'am. Wait right
What are
there.
you talking about?
Wait right there, ma'am. Come here.
This is my own lawful order.
Ma'am, just wait.
Unlawful order.
Wait in the car. Wait in the car, please.
Look in the fucking car.
Wait in the car. That's why I'm asking you. Wait in the car.
This is bullshit. Look
Wait.
in your own fucking order. You want to look at my car?
Steph,
No,
look in the car.
bullshit.
Just have a seat in the car.
Okay, then
Have a seat in the car. Sit in the car. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Instead of carrying out field sobriety tests and arresting her for DUI, the officers proceeded to contact New Mexico State Police, urging them to investigate this incident. Meanwhile, Detective Carabajal was relaxing in her truck.
You're doing it.
Yep. Oops. It is. There's a clutch right here. You got it? Okay. Alright. I'll close the door, okay?
I'm sorry, the person you were...
As the officers waited for the supervisor to arrive, one of them went over to the witness who had called the cops over to hear what had transpired originally.
And I was going towards the movies, like going like on the highway, like on the frontage. You know, doing it. And I noticed like these people were like honking. I'm like, well, what are they honking at? And I left to the right because she was like in
You need
the.
a regular unit or you need a...
She was like a white younger girl. And like she looked like that. I know they
Like she was asleep?
like yeah. And so like I freaked out because
Was there anyone else in the truck with her?
No. And so I started honking, and she had her window rolled down, and I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah." And then like she went straight.
When she said yeah, did she seem fine?
No, she didn't. That's why I followed her.
It seemed like the witness had done a great deed of following the drunk detective, else she might have caused some great harm to herself and the people on the road. Seeing her condition, she definitely should not be behind the wheel.
And she like turned to make like a U-turn, but she was like swerving. And I was like, you know what?
Like she was not maintaining her lane?
Yeah. I was like, I better call the cops in case she is intoxicated or.
So you suspected she was driving drunk?
And because I'm afraid that, you know, she's going to end up killing herself, she's going to kill somebody else, and I'm going to be guilty for it. So she got off the freeway, on the highway, she went this way, and that's when I called 911, and I was following her, and then she like slowed down, but she's going 10 miles per hour on the right lane. And people were...
How far was she going 10 miles an hour? Like how long?
Like, when I was like going, I don't know if she like noticed me again that I was following her or what, and that's when she pulled, and then she stopped right there, and she got out of her vehicle. And I asked her again, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah." And she went to the passenger side.
So she went from the driver's to the
Yeah,
passenger
to
seat.
the
Did she just scoot over inside, or did she get out of the
She
vehicle?
got out of the vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened when she got out?
The officers kept waiting for a supervisor to show up from the New Mexico State Police. However, the officers did have a point, as they didn't want any bias involved in the investigation. After 30 minutes of waiting, Deputy Chief Paul Brock arrived on the scene and confronted Detective Karabajal.
Right here on
Yes.
Kennedy?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Was she on the right lane? Okay.
The deputy talked with the detective and eventually asked her to get off her vehicle. It was time that she did some field sobriety tests.
It's so cold. Can you please find my jacket?
However, surprisingly, the detective refused to conduct the field sobriety tests, leaving the deputy with no choice but to proceed with the arrest.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, like the way you pulled me over? I wasn't driving.
Despite being clearly intoxicated, she kept on arguing with the officers that she was just sitting on the passenger side of the car. However, the witness claimed that she just exchanged seats minutes before the cops arrived.
So you guys want to sit here and talk to me like I'm...
What questions do you have?
We're gonna play games. Okay.
No,
got
what
it.
question do you have?
No, I don't have questions. Clearly, you're gonna arrest me for whatever you want.
You already played on your wrist.
I was in the passenger seat of the fucking car, and you're gonna arrest me for DWI. Got it. Passenger seat of DWI. Got it.
The police officers also took no heed to her cries and proceeded with the arrest. She was eventually taken to the police station where she was charged with aggravated driving while under the influence of an intoxicating liquor or drug and 1 count of blocking traffic. In December 2019, the Las Cruces Police Department fired Karabajal and suspended her license in 2021. However, the charges against her were dropped as the judge claimed that her rights to a quick trial were violated.
Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. You ever fought problems?
On the 9th of October 2023, a drunk driver crashed his car into multiple cars. Shortly after, several police officers arrived and were conducting their investigation when an uninvited police chief showed up.
Hey, Ron, just pull that up and put it to the shoulder. Yeah. Thanks.
What is it?
RMA.
I'm not the police, okay? I came here with the ambulance. I want to make sure you're okay.
I don't know what he's thinking.
I don't know. I'm asking you if he's RMA or not.
Oh, yeah, no.
What?
Yeah.
I get that. I'm not saying you aren't. I just want to make sure your head is
giving them a
okay.
fuck-
Has
he's
no
giving them
other
problems.
injuries that we need to be aware of.
I can't get any.
Can you tell me your first name at least?
The officers were surprised to see Chief Leonard Guida pulling over in civil clothes. Shortly after, the chief pulled over an on-duty sergeant for a weird reason.
Let me work this DWI, okay? Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
I'm on a DWI.
The chief kept calling the sergeant over who refused, claiming that he had a DWI to work on. However, the chief persisted and even used force only to learn the lesson of a lifetime.
Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay?
Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. You have a problem? You grabbed me. Now get out of here before you get a problem.
Take him, man. Take him.
No, you're gonna go in.
Drunk again.
Whose keys are these?
They're mine.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're gonna get locked up.
No,
Chief, you're gonna get locked up. You're grabbing me 3 times, leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let him go.
The chief got embarrassed right in front of his juniors, but instead of learning his lesson and walking away, he persisted with his resentful demeanor and pulled over the sergeant once again.
That's the first thing. Billy,
I'm trying to get away from everybody.
Shut up, because you're in trouble now. Stop,
I'm not
please,
in trouble.
Stop,
I'm not in
stop,
trouble.
stop.
You're gonna be in trouble.
Stop,
You're gonna be
Billy,
in trouble.
Billy.
Chief, I'm working at
listening
DWI.
to you. I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Shut up.
No.
You're in trouble because this is the first thing. First of all, I was about to say to you, you stupid. I was about to say to you, what do you need OEM for?
You're embarrassing me in front of the men about the jacket.
No. That's neither here nor there.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there. Now we got a real fucking problem, Billy.
Yeah, we do.
I know.
We do.
All right, you're gonna have to go inside.
No, how about we do
No.
this?
No.
we go
Billy,
inside?
Billy, you're gonna have to go inside right now with me.
Chief Guida had completely lost it, and it was evident that he was intoxicated way above the legal limit. However, he did something incredibly foolish right in the middle of a dangerous traffic stop.
And
We're
there's
in a
gonna be-
serious collision.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
No.
Listen to me.
Grab me.
No, I said
You were out
come
of
over
line.
here.
You're out of line. You grabbed me. It's on video.
Billy,
It's on video. I'm not
Billy,
going to argue with it. I have a crash
Billy,
to work.
Billy,
I have a job
Billy,
to do.
You're
okay?
relieved. Billy, you're relieved.
Okay.
You're
I'll
relieved.
go home.
No. Billy, you have to understand something. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. Go home in the headquarters and wait for me.
After my crash.
No, Billy, you're relieved.
I have
Billy.
officers here.
Billy.
Right here. They could get waffled because my car is
Billy.
blocking it.
Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy. Please, Billy, don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm
You're
suspended?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm suspended. I'm going home.
Yes.
The chief ended up suspending the sergeant for no apparent reason. This meant that he was cleared to go home, however. The chief kept on insisting that he follow him to the police station.
Come here.
I'm going home.
You're going-
we
no,
can't
no,
talk.
no,
I'm
no.
suspended.
No.
I'm suspended. I'm
You're
going
to headquarters,
home.
and you're going to wait for me there.
No, I'm not. I'm suspended.
You're going to
I'm going home.
You're going to go in the headquarters and wait for me there.
Let me work my crash.
No,
This is why I'm here.
Billy, you're suspended.
All right, if I'm suspended, then I'm not going to wait inside. Nothing more to say.
No, Billy. You have to. Let me explain something to you. Billy, you're suspended.
Okay.
All right. Billy,
Yes.
right now.
Okay.
Wait for me in there. That's an order.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put your car where my car is so our officers and first aid don't get run over, please? Thank you.
The poor sergeant was embarrassed in front of his team, and none of the officers could speak up against the corrupt chief. That's when he pulled over another officer and tried to justify his behavior.
See what happened there?
Yes, Chief.
What happened?
some type of exchange between you and Sergeant Major?
Well, we're going to talk about that later. Everybody's got that. Really suspecting. You really got this. What do you got here? What do you have?
We're trying to figure that out, Chief.
Go on, Billy.
The sergeant returned to his vehicle and was trying to get away from the scene. However, the chief was still not done as he once again came to him. This time, the conversation was more personal.
I mean, in there.
Yes, you're going to meet me in there. Go and put the dog in right now.
There's nowhere to put her. She's going to ruin things.
Okay, we'll leave her in there. Go in.
I'm going. I got people on the road. I want to make sure they're safe. I want to run you over, so watch out.
No. Come on. Go ahead. You know I love you. Come on.
I know. What? Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Stop. Billy.
Why would you do that to me?
Stop. Billy. Stop. You got enough problems already. Please.
All right.
It appeared as if the officers knew each other personally. However, the sergeant drove away, forced to leave his traffic stop. On the other hand, this matter was immediately noticed by the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. An investigation started into the case, and Chief Guida was placed on administrative leave with pay. Just a day later, the chief announced his retirement, which occurred 6 months ahead of schedule. Well, if you think this was intense, the next blue-on-blue moment will leave you stunned.
I work here. I work why you fucking mad. Get out of my face.
On the 31st of May 2013, Officer Robert Dubois from the Bergen County Police Department was conducting a traffic stop on the shoulder of the road. However, as Officer Dubois was in plain clothes, a state trooper from the New Jersey State Police observed this and pulled over behind the traffic stop to approach and confront the officer.
I'll do it if I want to. I want picture ID.
The state trooper went over to demand the officer's ID, which he refused to give. The trooper then proceeded to draw his handgun out, intimidating the officer. As expected, the officer didn't like this gesture.
You better have a good fucking reason why you're whipping your weapon on me. I do. I do. You had what? Armed robbery. Police impersonation. I see what you got. Back up. But you leave. I gotta back up. No, you're not gonna tell me to leave here. This is my spot right here. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. Alright. Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Nah, you don't. Apparently you don't. Eyes front. Why are you looking at me?
The state trooper claimed that recently there had been several carjackings during which the suspects impersonated police officers. Therefore, he kept demanding the officer's ID. Shortly after, Sergeant Gabriel Escobar, also in plain clothes, arrived at the scene. Suddenly, the situation escalated and the conversation took a darker turn.
Yeah, bullshit. I work here. I work why you fucking mad. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of here. Out of here. Don't fucking. Don't fucking. What's going on out here? You don't know what's going on out here. You don't know what's going on out here. You don't know what's your hands up there. Okay, come on. I want to get out of me. I want to get here. You don't know what's going on out here. You don't know what goes on out here. Fucking rule. Fucking rule. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know what goes on out here. You don't know what goes on out here. Go fly to your door. Force call me. Come on. All right.
The tempers escalated and both the officers went back and forth with each other, filled with profanity. Things were about to get even worse as the trooper tried to explain the reason for pulling over.
Yeah, costume. yourself.
Bust him out of here.
Yeah, all right. You don't even story. No, what goes on?
I need you here. We want you here.
I want to explain. Nobody wants to hear. I don't want to hear. You pulled your fucking gun on me. Get the out of here. Scumbag. If you didn't have the uniform on, I'd wipe the street with you, bro. You pulled your gun on me. Fuck the police, scumbag. You saw my ID. A police. What the fuck do I look like to you? If I pulled my gun on you, how would you feel? If I pulled my gun on you, how would you feel? I mean, a police impersonator. Arrested for 3 of them in the last month. 3 of them in unmarked cars. Arrested police impersonators. So don't come out here fucking rocking a fucking uniform. You're better than anybody. You know who I am. Really? You know who I am. I don't know who you are. My ID. Arrested police impersonators with that.
It appeared as if the officers didn't like the troopers withdrawing his gun against them. However, eventually, both the sergeant and the officer identified themselves.
That's best, bro. Do they have this? Did I see that when I first walked in? Afterwards, scumbag. What, did I have my gun out after I saw that? Did I throw you out? Arrested police impersonators. That's right. Rookie move. It's a rookie move. I work out here. You know who I am. You know who I am. You know who I am. You see this? You know who I am. Get out of here. You know who I am. Rookie. Hey, Sergeant. Just let me get your name real quick. Escobar. What is that? Burton County Sheriff? Burton County PD. Very good. Escobar. What's that badge? 244. Escobar. 244.
Just as it appeared that the tempers had cooled down, the officers were engaged in a verbal dispute once again, and this time the officer was the aggressor.
Wait, take a picture of this. Hold on. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, Mr. Tough Guy. Alright, yeah. You don't know the story, bro. You don't know the story. You just got out of the academy. Yeah, alright. You just got out of the academy. You see a uniform, that means I got out of the academy? No, because you're acting like a douchebag. Bro, you don't know the story. I just told you the story, and you're still acting like an asshole. What does that mean? I just told you the story. So when your plainclothes guys do that, do we do that to them? Well, listen, when our plain guys are out here working, they let us know. They let us know when our plain guys are out here working. Just out of curiosity, when you're working on Route 4, Route 46, you let us know? I don't come out to Route 4. Because you're not from here. You don't know shit about here. Where you from, fucking Morristown? That's right, because I only got 6 months on the job. I only got 6 months on the job.
The trooper accepted the fact that he was a Tukey and was only trying to do his job. That's when he went to confront the sergeant, who tried to calm him down.
Because it's an issue now. Now it's an issue. Now it's an issue. First of all, I'm not going to make an issue of it. I work out here. I work out here, all right? Oh, you're not making an issue out here? You can come here ranting and raving, telling me to get the fuck out of here. You didn't just do that? I think we just settle this out here. I'm not going to say nothing. You want to pull you for up? I'm telling you. I tried to explain it to you. We've had 3 police impersonators, cap vests and all. So we're ripping and stripping out here, robbing people. You know what? Carjacking, guns, the whole 9 yards. If you don't believe it, I want my detectives to call you. I want them to personally call you because I'm a rookie and I don't know what's going on. Just calm down. Now, calm down.
Finally, the matter seemed to be resolved, as the sergeant had understood the reason for the stop. Eventually, the trooper drove away, and the officers continued with the stop.
Yeah. Are we getting anywhere yelling at each other? I'm not getting anywhere yelling at each other. Nah. All right? So, if that's the case, then you know what? No, I'm lying, bro. I'm lying. I come out here typically and put my gun out on police because that's what I do. That's what they teach us 6 months out of the academy to do. Why do I tell you that? I don't cop pulling a gun on them. I have a problem with that. Yeah, no shit. All right? Yeah. But I still tried to explain to you, and it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. I'm a rookie 6 months out of the job. Well, you know what? I want my detectives to call you personally. I want them to call you personally because, you know what? Apparently my word's not good enough. So I'm going to leave it as is.
Well, these cops had to go against each other, but the entitlement of this next officer will leave you stunned.
How's it going?
Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to complete the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on?
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
Adam seemed very sure of himself, as he entirely denied what the officer had very clearly witnessed him doing. Moments later, Holyoke ran his ID.
Look back up there.
step out. Well, no, he's placed on arrest for a warrant. He has an active warrant.
Holyoke discovered that Kenneth Adams had a warrant out for his arrest related to a previous burglary crime, which is no laughing matter when you're Kenneth Adams, the son of a police commissioner.
All right, can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant. I don't know how you have a warrant, but it's on our system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court here in San Juan.
I've gone to, no, that's incorrect.
Okay, well, it's on our system right now.
Well,
I'm not going to argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I don't. Excuse me, like, no.
Okay.
This is, dude, this is absurd.
Mr. Adams, you do have an active warrant for your arrest.
And who issued the warrant, though?
The courts have it issued.
For what, though? Because I've gone to court for everything. There should not be an active warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Adams maintains that he had already been to court for all the charges that he faced in the past, but this didn't matter much to the officer. Eventually, Adams agreed to get out of the car and called his mother.
Huh?
I'm calling my parents.
Okay, you can call him. I'm going to put you in touch real quick.
I'm getting arrested. Apparently, they think that there's a warrant out for my arrest on, and there's not. But I'm out by Eastland. I'm getting arrested. Eastland. And they're arresting me right now. The cops are, Mom. Who else would arrest me? I'm going to jail. Mom, they are handcuffing me right now. I asked them for the warrant, and they don't tell me anything about a search warrant. So, nothing. Not using anything, Mom. They're arresting me because they said there was a warrant for me.
Okay, I'm hanging the phone up.
No, I'm not kidding, Mom.
Initially, even his own mother couldn't believe the news of her son's arrest. However, after he repeatedly assured her that it was not a joke, she felt compelled to send his father.
My question is who... This is a joke. This is seriously the biggest joke I've ever heard of. When you turned on your lights, I knew there was some bullshit going on.
It was issued October 13th.
For what?
This year. It's when the warrant was issued.
For what?
It had some felony charges, burglary charges.
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've been to court for that.
All right, listen to this officer.
Look that way real quick so I can fix it down.
Well, if I've been to court, then why am I getting arrested?
I don't know. I don't know what all the court's purposes are for filing the warrant. All I know is there is a warrant, okay? So that's going to be up to you and the courts to be able to figure that out. Right?
Yeah, I do.
So it has 2 burglary charges listed, a theft charge, mischief.
That's on my old case.
3 charges of burglary of a vehicle, and
Yeah.
criminal trespass.
Yeah, why is that floating up now?
Adams waited for his dad to arrive as he kept asking the officers about the details of his warrant. He was still very sure that the related charges had already been cleared in court. Eventually, Adams' father, a San Juan County commissioner, arrives on the scene. But by this point, his son has been taken to jail.
What do you want me to do?
Well, we're letting you take the car so we don't have to impound it.
I don't want it impounded.
I know, that's why we're letting you take it.
Hey, where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail and I stayed here with the car.
Why?
For a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
To find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I call to find out why he's in jail.
Hey, so I got Bruce Adams here. Braden took Kenneth to jail on a warrant. Can I show Bruce the warrant? What's the protocol there? Yeah, he's pretty mad.
Ultimately, the deputy's boss does allow Bruce Adams to check out his son's warrant and see if he can figure out why he's still jailed.
Okay, that's the warrant. Okay, so it says warrant status active, offense burglary, burglary, theft, criminal mischief, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle.
He's already been to court over that.
Criminal trespass, normal 7th District Court, Monticello. Bruce, we don't have anything to do with that. All we know is that the warrant issues a current. That the court issues a warrant. That's all we know.
Well, he's been to court and been charged. He has a plea in abeyance on all that.
I don't know, Bruce. I have no idea.
Who knows?
The courts. The courts are the only ones who know.
I can't get to the court until Monday.
Right.
Because of a son of a false arrest.
You saw the warrant right there. I showed you the warrant.
He's been charged with that, and he has a plea in abeyance on all of it.
We can tell that Bruce is getting angrier with the situation, as he claims that his son has already been to the court regarding this warrant. What he doesn't realize is that Deputy Holyoke can do nothing about that situation.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
Who can?
Nobody can. He's been arrested for a warrant. The courts can.
And the warrant's false.
Huh? The warrant's not false.
You want me to sue the county sheriff
because he arrested my kid on a false warrant?
The warrant's right there.
If this isn't the most obvious abuse of power, then I don't know what is. A powerful member of the police force uses his status and position to try and threaten officers into getting his son out. As if this verbal abuse, Bruce continues to call the sheriff's office and hound them about their convicted felon of a son. Later on, it was discovered that the warrant existed because of incomplete documents submitted by Kenneth. Ultimately, he got out of jail very soon after his arrest and submitted the documents related to removing the warrant. And sometimes, even the cops side with the First Amendment auditors.
But as far as him being out here taking pictures, videoing, I can't let him.
On January 16, 2020, an auditor went by the YouTube name News Now South Carolina was conducting an audit near an Odell Oil Company. The employees, however, didn't like being filmed and contacted the cops to come over and arrest the auditor.
So today we are in Belton, South Carolina at the Odell Oil Company. This is where we are here. Look at that. Photographing or otherwise reporting this facility is, or its operations is prohibited. Look at that. You gotta love that. Let's go see this sign here. This sign here says the same thing. That sign says the exact same thing. Access to this facility is limited. Photographing or otherwise recording.
The auditor discovered that Odell was more than secretive about their operation, but the auditor was on public property, meaning the company couldn't do much about it.
I can't hear you. The whole facility? Well, both of them really. Get some information on them. I'm sorry, brother, I can't hear you.
What kind of information you need?
A whole lot of information, honestly. A whole lot of it. Visitor parking is back along the side here, or is it in the gate on the side?
We need to know what you're working for.
Say what?
We can't just give out our information.
Oh, no. I didn't have any questions about it.
It doesn't take long for Odell's people to notice the auditor and come out to question and intimidate him.
Who are you?
I'm an operator here.
Operator here, what's your name?
So that's irrelevant.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Cav, your name?
That's irrelevant also.
Okay, I was just asking.
Yeah. Hold on. We'll call the cops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Private property.
Yeah, inside the fence is.
Yeah, what you need pictures for?
You said what I need pictures for? Well, I can't say it right now because it's not published. But you can call the people, that's fine. Okay. I'll be along the way somewhere. I'll be along the road somewhere. I didn't drive. I'm a step ahead of everybody. But I'll be along here somewhere. I'm not leaving. I'm just walking. I promise I'll be in the area. And when they come out, can y'all come back out, please? Thank you.
It seems that the auditor is entirely fearless about Odell telling him to the police, as he's well aware of his rights and knows he's on public property.
But they're gonna call the police, so we're gonna hang out until they call them and see how this goes. So y'all stay tuned, please. So they decided to send somebody out here to talk to me, all right? Yeah, that's about to start raining. Again, I'm in Belton, South Carolina at the oil company on a road here, 33 feet from the center line of the road. I have their property line in my phone, and there are public utilities all right here. Some are in their property, some are right here, which is outside of the fence, and their trespassing signs are on the fence, which is beyond me. It's very beyond me. And he's just sitting here. If you turn it sideways, you get a better picture.
The auditor explains how far away he is actually from the property line, and that if Odell wants some privacy, they are going to need to put up something more than fences.
Just filming, and I'm trying to figure out why they're following me around here, and I can't figure it out.
Well, kind of somebody suspicious.
Well, that's fine. But you know, you're allowed to take my picture also. That's totally fine. Now, whether or not you can get it, that's between you and your camera. But that guy here has been following me around, and then you came out here to take my picture. If you turn your phone the other way, you get a better picture. Turn it sideways. No, turn your phone sideways. That's right. I can't. But I'm trying to figure out why y'all are following me. It's like nobody here understands the rights that I have granted to me under the First Amendment. That's what's crazy. Again, I don't see these every day, so I stopped to take pictures of all these big oil wells here, because I don't see them every day. But it's like people are freaking out about it over a camera.
Well, it's kind of a touchy.
But y'all have cameras all over y'all facility.
Oh, we do.
So how is my camera any different than your camera? It isn't different, right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just trying to spread education. That's all. If I can film, so can you film, and y'all cameras are rolling in there. There is no hurt, harm, or danger done here. None at all. I see all your prior notice about trespassing. I haven't breached not one of them signs. 33 feet from the center line of the road is public property. And I also have the GIS survey of y'all's property line. I don't plan on coming on y'all property at all.
Obviously, the scare tactics are not working on this veteran auditor as he stands firm upon his right. However, not long after this incident, Officer Parker of the Anderson Police Department arrives on the scene.
Hey, did they call you out here? They did? Along this public easement here. And I was taking pictures this way, that way, and back here, and they freaked out. They completely freaked out about it. And they was like, well, I'm gonna call the police. I said, that's fine. I don't mind talking because there's no crime being committed here. They freaked the hell out. These guys here. That guy right there. Hey, come over here, buddy. Yeah, you. Come here, please. I just need you to inform him of the First Amendment, that I'm allowed to record here in public, and I can be on my way. That's all I need from you, Officer Parker. Can you please just inform him of my right through the First Amendment, and I'm on my way. That's all I wanted. I told you I was coming back, buddy. I ain't want to be rude. I just want you to be informed and hear from someone else that I'm completely allowed to do what I'm doing.
So, with him taking pictures, it's not a problem. Okay. If he goes on the property, kind of get a story.
We're just on, at the terminal, we're on high alert anyway, so we're just making sure.
There's nothing you can do about it.
As long as he's not, I mean, were you going behind the gate or anything?
Well, you walked in our driveway.
No, I didn't. I stayed on the sidewalk, and you kept talking to me. I said I couldn't hear you, and I came closer to hear you. It was a consensual conversation at that point, so please don't try to say I came to your property.
You was on the edge of our driveway here.
Because I couldn't hear you, which was then a consensual conversation that you engaged in. I came closer to hear you.
Can you go up and wait for me and you can go?
I can't.
What can we do?
Build a brick wall.
If he goes behind the gate, we can put him on trespass from there. But as far as him being out here taking pictures, video, and I can't really do it.
Can't do anything about it. I tried to tell you that, but y'all wasted resources.
It's almost as if they can't believe what they are hearing from their own two ears, that filming in public is a First Amendment protected activity, and the cops can do nothing about this.
I just tried to help these two gentlemen out here, and they didn't want to understand me, so they called this sweet officer right here and wasted resources when they could have asked me the same question, and I gave them the same answer, but they didn't want to listen to me. So now they're on the internet looking like fools because I tried to tell them. And those weren't my intentions. I tried to walk away, but then I saw her pulling up, and I figured that they called and wasted her sweet time out here. I'm sorry you had to come out here, Officer Parker.
You're fine. Just do me a favor. Don't go behind the
Oh, I won't. And I told them I have their property line on my phone. I checked the GIS survey. As long as I'm well within public property, it's a public utility pole. There no trespassing prior notice starts on the other side of that fence. I have no plans of breaching their property at all. None.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming out. All right. It was a pleasure having you here.
It's surely refreshing to see that there are officers out there who have received proper training and can effectively apply that training in real-world situations. As the auditor mentioned, Odell could have handled this whole situation better and not called the police to waste precious public resources. And here's another instance where a corrupt police officer was caught by the good one.
So here's a bunch of Xanny bars. So you got felony right here.
On September 7, 2018, Officer Jonathan Schuller from the Maricopa Police Department was driving on the freeway when he hit the concrete curved barrier wall and was subsequently tracked down and contacted by the police.
You haven't been drinking, have you?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nope, been smoked. Really tired from this week. Finally got into that lab.
Okay.
Ate McDonald's and ate shit on the corner.
Did you have a collision with another vehicle at all?
Schuller made this incident sound like a small accident that had only happened because he was eating his McDonald's and was distracted by something inside his car.
Eating my McDonald's and my fries.
Okay.
Not paying attention. Ate shit on the curb. Tried to get off the roadway, and here I am.
Okay. Where'd you say your license was?
Yeah.
Who do you work for?
City of Maricopa.
Okay.
I do have one off-duty weapon right here, just so you know.
Okay.
And then I have one in my truck as well, sir.
Okay.
Insurance.
Oh, okay. So what happened to your car?
Well, Driving down the highway, trying to eat my Big Mac and my double cheeseburgers. Trying to punch in the address and
Wow.
Radio. I fucked up.
What'd you hit?
Curb. Like
on the freeway or?
Yeah, on
okay.
Gotta be the 202 or something.
Was the tire sparking or something?
I don't know.
That's what we were told. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I hit it, and then I was just looking for an exit, found this one, and busted over here.
The officer makes sure to declare his carry to the officers, showing that he is still somewhat mindful despite hitting the concrete wall.
So, we got called because somebody said you hit a car on the freeway.
Oh shit! I thought I hit a curb.
Did you? Where were you at when you hit the curb?
I was on the 202, and then I just exited real quick. Trying to find
Where are you headed right now? Chandler?
Yeah, Chandler.
Okay.
It wasn't another car he hit. It was the full vehicle.
One of like those rays. Okay. Because there's off-duty to Maricopa.
He was in Scottsdale for HD in school. And I go, what was your role in it? He goes, not that. Okay, but he got out. He looked at when they were unsteady. Yeah.
By this point, the cops still have their suspicions as something still doesn't seem to add up for them in their head. They still, for whatever reason, suspect a DUI.
There's nothing to drink tonight, no prescription medications? Okay. All right. Would you mind stepping out of the car for me, please? Are you still looking for the insurance?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if you can pull that up real quick. You all right? You're shaking, bud.
No, sure. I hate accidents. I've been in one accident.
There's nothing to drink tonight, no prescription medications? Okay. All right.
We can clearly see here that Schuler openly tells the officers that he's on no medications whatsoever.
Nothing to drink?
Nothing to drink, man.
Your eyes are a little bloodshot watery, you're kind of shaking, and...
I'm shaking because I know how this goes down.
How what goes down?
Well, you're going to investigate me for a DUI, most likely.
Well, I just want to make sure you're to be driving, you know what I mean? All right. Would you mind if I take a look at your eyes then? If you've had nothing to drink?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, perfect. All right. What I want you to do is stand with your feet together, arms straight down at your side. Are you wearing contacts?
No.
Any recent head injuries?
No.
Any eye problems? You ever been diagnosed with any eye problems?
No.
No? All right. What I'm going to do...
No nystagmus.
No nystagmus. That's kind of weird. You just came from that. All right. So you understand what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen, I'm going to move it forth, back in front of your face a couple times, follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't...
Due to the overall suspicion still being on Schuler, the cops have to perform a mandatory DUI test on him to determine what's happening.
And remain in that position until I tell you to begin. Can you touch heel to toe? You need a minute?
I'm nervous as hell. Not gonna lie.
All right, go ahead and begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Through to there. 6.
I don't think that you have to be a trained professional to be able to tell that Schuler was a little more than nervous. At this point, suspicions of a DUI were even more obvious.
Have you taken any prescription medications or anything?
No. Prescription hydrocodone.
You took hydrocodone?
Yeah.
When?
Today for my elbow surgery.
When was that?
4 hours ago.
4 hours ago?
Yeah, so it should be pretty well out of my system, I would think.
How much do you prescribe? Oh, I thought you said you took 10 pills. I'm like, good God, man.
We call it an ambo.
Yeah, holy crap. Okay. So you took...
Only when the responding officer asks Schuler one more time if he's taken any prescription drug. But Schuler only tells the truth on this occasion.
$6.99 on this channel. You start my way, please. All right, take a deep breath in, exhale out like you're blowing up a balloon. All right. Yep. So, just writing it down before I forget it, that's all. So let me ask you this. Are you nervous more so because of the prescription medications you took?
No, except taking them before. It was just I honestly got lost, and then I need my McDonald's to get home.
Schuler is still trying to cover up the obvious because of his shaky overall body language. Despite everything, he continuously tries to make excuses for the incident on the road. The cops are still not satisfied and perform more tests, continuing with the questioning.
What have you taken today?
Prescription ibuprofen, prescription hydrocodone, acetaminophen, or whatever it is. Hydrocodone.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? How long ago did you take the hydrocodone?
Probably an hour before I went to HGN. I had HGN, I don't know if I told you that, but I went to HGN class in PCSO tonight.
The 000s was kind of what we expected. I think with everything else, that you may have either taken more than you were prescribed of the oxy, or you took it too soon to be driving safely in a vehicle. All right? So at this point, you are under arrest for DUI. All right? Okay. I need you to put your hands behind your back for me, please.
Okay. It's my left, but you're good.
Is that going to cause you any discomfort?
No, you're good.
Okay.
The left one is we just had.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he's detained for a DUI despite blowing a 0.00 on the breathalyzer test, indicating that even if there was no alcohol involved in the scenario, the combination of medication Schuler consumed had made him high.
Any other gear that needs
I saw your radio.
Yep, all of my SWAT gear and all of that actually is in my, so we're talking rifle mags, flashbangs.
You have flashbangs in your car?
Some gas, stuff like this. We've got to roll at any point. So there's going to be some
gas
stuff.
as well. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have any, there's no gas, like, I'm not talking CS gas or anything like that.
Y'all carry flashbangs? You have like the little containers?
Box.
Oh, okay. That's,
Yeah,
I thought you meant like they were on your vest. I'm like, come on, dude.
Nope.
All right. Nothing else on you?
Even the police themselves are surprised and concerned with what Schuler has in the trunk of his car. He's driving around with an arsenal whilst under the influence, making this cop dangerous to himself and everyone else.
I just saw him and I just thought, since it's pertinent to that, I'll let him, get on myself.
These are Xanny bars. Yeah. Well, that's the same thing, but there's two different pills.
Yeah, he's putting pills in here because that's a hell of a lot of Xannies.
The cops find two of the same bottles with the same labels, however, with two different pills inside entirely. As it turned out, one was full of none other than Xanax, showing that indeed Officer Schuler wasn't as compliant with the law as once thought.
So we know those are Xanny bars.
Yeah, these are Xanny bars.
Which is...
So here's a bunch of Xanny bars. So you got felony right here.
Well, that's fun.
Lucky you, right? Lucky you.
I don't
That looks like Xanax.
It is Xanax.
It is
It says Xanax on the backside of it.
We were just going to look it up. What's on the other side?
Got everything in here. Yeah, I'm thinking the majority of this we're going to give to him.
Ultimately, this discovery by the officers puts Schuler in a position where he could potentially be facing felony-level charges. Naturally, they had no choice but to take him back to the police department for questioning and further investigation.
The University of Northern Iowa.
Oh, okay. So, I got a question for you, bud.
Okay.
You said you took a oxycodone?
Hydrocodone.
I'm sorry.
Hydrocodone.
4 hours ago? Well, you told me that at the stop.
Yeah.
Were you at Pinal County in Florence when you took it?
Right afterwards.
So afterwards?
Yeah.
Where is that prescription bottle?
Right home. Tracking.
Tracking what? I'm curious. So, you took it while you were there? After the wet lab?
Yes.
What did you retrieve that pill from?
My pocket.
So you just had a loose Oxycontin in your pocket, or oxycodone. So you just had a loose one in your pocket?
Yes.
Did you take anything else?
No.
Well, you told us you took Ambien when you were eating the hamburgers.
Yeah, Ambien. You're right, yeah.
Where'd you get the Ambien from?
I got it prescribed.
Pulled the pill from?
Oh, my pocket.
So you just had loose pills in your pocket?
Yes.
Why would you take a sleeping pill prior to driving a vehicle?
To tell you the truth, because I haven't slept very well.
You're not gonna offend us if you cuss. You're fine.
Okay.
Backed up into a corner, Schuller doesn't have many options left to try and adjust himself out of this one. He tries to make his excuses about his elbow surgery make sense, but it doesn't seem to check out.
And I wanted to take it, get home, and crash, and not be up until 2 or 3 in the morning. So I thought I would take it. Oh, I shouldn't say I thought I would. I took it, grabbed some food, and was driving home.
So you were just trying to curb the time that it would take effect?
Yes.
You didn't think that was a bad idea, getting behind the wheel after taking that stuff?
I honestly, with my body weight stuff, no.
So that's fine. The problem is, in your car we found the 2 anastrozole bottles, but why? Help me understand why you have X in a testosterone pill bottle. Why wouldn't you keep the X in the prescription bottle it came in?
And are you prescribed?
Yes.
For what?
For sleep, for anything from back home, Afghanistan.
Okay.
Is it prescribed through the VA?
No.
Can I see that?
Schuller is caught red-handed, now unable to sit stable at all, and just getting more anxious and nervous, as he realizes that he's been taking Xanax without an official Veteran Affairs prescription.
Is that the pink Ambien pill you took?
Broke it in half.
Is that what it was, though?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Adderall.
I think you knew that though. Because when he said a prescription that started with A, it looked like you were starting to mouth the word Adderall and then you stopped yourself.
I was not.
Okay, and that's fine. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before and that's fine.
Are you prescribed Adderall?
No.
So where did you get the Adderall? Because there's quite a few pills in there.
Right.
And it's in a pill bottle that's prescribed to you, but it's the prescription for that testosterone that you were talking about.
It seems that Schuller was playing a complicated cat-and-mouse chase with the labels and contents of the pills. He didn't even have a prescription for Adderall, which makes it even more shocking.
Are you getting prescribed this in the Army?
Yes.
How long have you been out of the Army?
2015, 2014.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
How often do you take the Adderall?
Whenever I can't think.
Whenever you can't. How many pills were you initially prescribed? Because there's still a decent amount in here.
A lot.
Where's the original pill bottle?
Probably at home somewhere. Or destroyed, or...
Who, is it the same doctor that prescribed this anastrozole that prescribed this?
No.
Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where police officers were humiliated by their bosses. It's a no-brainer that everyone should be held accountable. But these cops thought they were above the law. Fortunately, they were put in their place by their colleague. That's exactly how law should be implemented, without any bias. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video, and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.